Hi, I'm Brett. Welcome to Alice AI. This is a really quick tutorial on how to use the homepage and the primary screen. It's a real quick one just to get you started because the first thing you're going to want to do is start diving into things and asking questions. The second thing you're going to want to do is to start to create your own agents. And we've got an onboarding video that will show you exactly how to do that. For now, the platform is enormously valuable to you, just as it is. Let me show you why. So the first thing is that Alice AI is looks very simple, but hides an extremely powerful engine underneath. Straight up, before you even put a single agent in there, in standard mode, you've got access to all of the pro level LLM engines. So you no longer need a different subscription for GPT or Claude or whatever. You now have access to every single one of the pro level engines in here. So if you just want to do some research work on the GPT deep research tool, or you want to write something with Claude, you just dive in here, you go, there we go, there's Claude. Now I'm using Claude in standard mode. Over on the left here, you've got all your conversations and you've got folders for your conversations. So I keep all my personal work here and my client work here. And here is, all the conversations that I've been working on. On the blue button is where you select which agent you want to use to do the work. Now, I'm in standard mode, and in standard mode, that means I can choose any of the engines. But as soon as I get into an actual agent, let's take my executive coach agent. It's being built with Gemini 2.5 Pro because it's the right engine for that particular agent. It's got a deep memory. So once we build it, it continues to learn about how to work with me. And you'll notice you can't change it. Now, all I have to do is just start interacting with it, and it can do all sorts of things. The connectivity of this will continue to increase, and the more you suggest what you needed to be connected to, the more we'll be able to connect it to. For example, it's currently connected to my Google Calendar and my email. So I can do work as my executive assistant with my Google, Gmail, and Calendar. That's relatively simple. But once you start to create other agents, for example, I've got a CFO agent, that's my financial agent. If I want my CFO to get CFO insights on products and financial strategies around things, I can use that. And again, you'll see that's actually using the Gemini Pro engine. As I work with it, I could make a new folder here that says finance, and add that into that. And now I've got a finance folder. If you want to actually manage or create your own agents, this one on the right-hand side, that is up in the top right-hand side, this is where you can actually develop your agents and work with them. So I've got quite a few agents here. So if I jump into one of our clients' social media agents, you'll see that it's a social media writing marketing assistant agent. It's got a lot of background information, and it's got some prompts. We've actually used Gemini 2.5 Pro for this, and it's just a really great way of actually developing your agent. So we can add an agent. We can, if we want to create a new agent, let's start a new chat. And I can go into managing the agents. That'll bring up all of the agents. I can go in and adjust them. I can, I can edit them. I can add to them. We will set up some of them for you because it takes a little bit of our expertise. But as you develop your skills, you'll be able to set up your own agents. So it's a very simple, as I say, it's very simple looking, but hides a deep, deep engine. One of the really cool things about this is that we've actually got privacy elements in place that are much higher level than the privacy you would get if you went directly with ChatGPT or Claude. So your data is much more private in the Alice AI environment than it ever would be out in the rest of the world. That's just a really quick way to navigate around that home screen and get started. The next thing you want to start doing is thinking about what your agents are. We'll suggest a suite of agents to get started with, but as you develop, you will begin to think, I wonder if I could get an agent to do this and that. And some of them are very complex and we can do that. And some of them are very simple that you might be able to do yourself. I encourage you to experiment, try it out, see what it works, and come talk to us as soon as you need our insight. Welcome to Alice. It's really great to have you here.